Hi everyone, I'm Leslie and I'm on Royal Caribbean's Ultimate World Cruise. We're cruising the world over 9 months and I'm documenting all of it right here on Point Your Soul North. So today I've got 3 tickets, one for me, one for Roy, and one for you to go to a very special exclusive excursion Royal Caribbean has planned for us in Taipei, Taiwan. It's 89 floors up and it is super cool. We've got a bus that's taking us into Taipei. Let's go. Before we get on the bus, I want to quick tell you something. Before we left for the Ultimate World Cruise, Royal Caribbean put out that all the world cruisers could submit a recipe from home and they would determine which recipes would be chosen to be made for the passengers on board throughout our journey. So I submitted a recipe. And you guessed it, they chose my recipe. The Rosemary chocolate chip cookies were chosen by the Royal Caribbean culinary team to be baked and presented in the Windjammer for all the passengers on board. They prepared them, I taste tested them, made sure they looked and tasted exactly like I would have done if I made them. How cool is that? I just was super excited about it, super happy. It's so silly, but it's just like this little bit of home that warmed my heart. Everybody loved them. There was actually like a run on them in the jammer for them. It just was funny. One of my friends on board tried to recruit the culinary team to get the cookies on the whole fleet. It just was funny. It turned into this whole thing, but it just, yeah, loved it, was super happy. And they gave me a little certificate. So I cooked for the Ultimate World Cruise. I digress. Back to Taipei. So as I said, Royal Caribbean provided us 4 extra excursions as Ultimate World Cruisers. And the Taipei 101 party is one of those elite excursions. So the plan today is we're going to take a bus into Taipei. We're going to get special access to the Taipei 101 building. Take the service elevators up past the crowds of people to get to the 89th floor where we have a reception. And then viewing time on the observation deck. And again, the views, 360 views all the way around. Performances going on of Japanese puppetry, dancers dancing with puppets, just a beautiful kind of a reception to highlight the Taipei 101 building. Let me tell you about this building. The Taipei 101 building is currently the 2nd largest in the world at 508 meters, recently surpassed by the Burj Khalifa building in Dubai that we'll also see. So when we see that building in Dubai, I'll post a picture of that too so you can connect the two, because this Taipei 101 building is going to be hard to beat. The Taipei 101 building is the first building in the world to break the 0.5 kilometer mark. It's the tallest building in any earthquake zone. Wait till the end of this video to see the comment that I make about earthquake zones. The main portion of the building is composed of 8 same modules that flare outward. Each module has 8 floors and are stacked on top of one another. The number 8 is considered a lucky number in the Chinese culture. It represents prosperity and good fortune. I also want to note that the number 8 looks like this. And if you were going to raise your fingers, that's how you say it. And it's also the shape of an L. It's good luck and good fortune, just knowing me. Just saying. The sculpture outside is from the cabling in the building prior to the renovation of the elevators. They used that same cabling and made these exquisite sculptures that sit outside in front of the building entrance. Okay, I'm also going to forewarn you that this is the beginning of videos that are going to talk about bathrooms. Not one to normally talk about bathrooms, but the bathrooms in Asia have been all over the board. So let's start here with the bathroom in Taipei 101. Holy toilet. This is those Japanese toilets, the Toto toilet that's got the remote, that does all the everything. So first time I've ever been in a bathroom like this, first time I've ever sat on a toilet like this. So I decide I'm going to check it out and use the remote. So I click the remote to do, just a little spray down, and the spray comes on, and the spray's going, and the spray's going, and the spray's going, and it's not turning off. So I'm wondering if it needs more time. I'm wondering if there's an actual off button. I don't see one. It's still going. It's still going. So I press the button again, thinking that maybe that shuts it off. Press it on once for on, twice for off. It's still going. So now I don't know if it's continuing through the rotation. It's still spraying. And so I can't figure out how to turn it off. So I yell out to the bathroom, does anybody know how to turn this thing off? Well, these are beautiful bathrooms, and they're big, and like they're enclosed. They're full enclosed rooms, so no one can hear me. So I can't figure out how to turn this thing off. So in the end, I decide, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get up and I'm going to shut the lid really fast. So I literally am holding my pants, and I get up off the seat and I shut it like that. So it sprays me. It sprays me on way down. Thankfully, I had my sweatshirt so I could wrap it around my waist. It was a whole incident, but I managed. It shut off after, of course, I jump off and shut the lid. It shut off. Future videos, I'll show you how to turn it off. But yeah, so it was a moment in the bathroom. But the toilet, heaven! We called it the glorious toilet going forward. It was, yeah, heaven. If you're watching this video, you absolutely need to comment that you have seen this toilet, you've used this toilet, you've experienced this toilet, and what your thoughts are about this toilet. If you know, put it in the comments. Next, let's talk about the inside of this building. The gold mass damper ball between the 89th and 91st floor is a steel pendulum hung with several ropes. The counterbalance of the pendulum swings and acts against any building sway from strong winds or earthquakes. The observation deck on the 91st floor is the 3rd highest open air observation deck in the world. The views from the 89th floor were breathtaking. The 91st floor and outside was closed because it was a little windy when we were there and just wasn't safe enough for them to open it. But the 89th floor, the views were just... This is the optical illusion of looking down through the gap in the stairwell from the 89th floor. Do you see the yellow in the middle? You can literally see all the way down from the 89th floor down to the 5th floor. Let's talk about the elevators. There's no 44th floor, as the number 4 is considered unlucky in Chinese culture. The elevator travels between the 5th and 89th floor in 37 seconds. That's equivalent to the speed of 37 miles per hour. Toshiba, who created the elevators, notes that it can travel against gravity at high speeds without sacrificing rider comfort or safety. The sound of the elevator going between floors literally sounded like a heartbeat. And on a side note, they have a video running on the 89th floor of how they do the fireworks show. They have a huge fireworks show that is done off the building, and it is worth watching the entire video. What they have to go through to prepare and present these fireworks is insane. Definitely worth watching, so allow enough time for that. I think the video was maybe 15 minutes, but definitely watch it if you're there. This observation deck, this building, seeing it going up into the observation deck, absolutely worth it. It's about $20 US. There was a lot of people when we left waiting in line. Just research it, check it out before you go online. But if you can go, it was worth it. So loved it. Royal Caribbean has done such an incredible job curating these special experiences for us. Saying thank you and expressing my gratitude. Thank you is never going to be enough. Just so blown away at the presentation and their desire to make sure that we experience something that no one else has ever experienced in this way. Their commitment to that has been remarkable, and I'm just so grateful. So we extend our stay in Taipei by taking a separate bus back, a separate excursion. Later, we've got about 5 hours we can explore Taipei. So the world cruisers go back, several of us stay, and we are going to hit the streets in Taipei and check it out. To get to the street, we have to go through the mall from the Taipei 101 building. And when I say mall, remember in the Hong Kong video, I said the shops and the endless shopping. Taipei, endless shopping. Here's a picture of the Louis Vuitton store. This picture doesn't even do it justice. It was huge. Yeah, the malls and the shops, and they're everywhere, and they're huge, and they're beautiful, and they're endless. It's just, yeah, enough on the shopping. You get the point, but wow. Our plan in the afternoon of Taipei is we're going to check out the neighborhood. We're going to get some lunch. We're going to see the Shanghai Shek Memorial, and then we're going to head back to the base of the 101 building to catch our bus back to the cruise ship. Our first stop is going to be the Memorial Park, the Memorial Hall, and the park around it. The hall was closed. It didn't matter. The park was beautiful, and it was just nice to be able to walk through and see the park, see the memorial, and then see the 101 building the other way, and kind of get that view. Definitely worth wandering through that park if you're going to do kind of a city tour. So after the Memorial Hall, we decide we're going to just hit the streets, kind of wander through and grab some lunch eventually. So we're wandering, checking out the streets, just kind of checking out the neighborhood. And when it clicks that we want lunch, we realize we are in the depths of Taipei. And by depths, I mean no English. All the menus outside are in Mandarin Chinese. Yeah. So, and we're right in it. They're all the authentic restaurants, and I again want some dim sum. So we're just going shop restaurant by restaurant by restaurant. Finally, we just decide, okay, we're just gonna go for it. So we go into a place and the menu has pictures and the Mandarin and the prices, and then we have a separate kind of wipe off sheet that we mark what we want, and it has the Chinese letters and the cost. So we are literally trying to match up the symbols and the costs. And at one point I said, well, maybe the waitress can help us, but it's not really that kind of restaurant. It's a sit down place, but yeah, so we just literally are matching up. This one looks like a T, this one looks like a pagoda, this one looks like an L, and we ended up matching up the symbols and the dollar, and we get our dim sum. We order our lunch, zero English, and it was delicious and worth every riddle of trying to figure it out. I'm just so proud of us. We've just done it with food. And we pay and we're on our way. We're gonna walk to Shanghai Shek's memorial. This is a walk, first of all. We've got a ways to go. Then we kind of go through this separate little neighborhood that we think we'll maybe circle back to, because it's like small little streets and there's bars and restaurants and really narrow cobblestone, just really cool.
I'll tell you what, they're dual language in our menus here too.
But we get to the memorial. It's got a beautiful park, huge octagon building in the center. Remember, octagon, the number 8 is a lucky number, so everything has 8. There's 89 steps up for the number of years that Shanghai Shek was alive. The ground level houses a museum. The upper level has a large statue of Shanghai Shek and is where the guard mounting ceremony takes place. So we walk all through the memorial hall. We don't have a lot of time here. We wanted to see the changing of the guard, but we were about probably 3 minutes too late for it, and the line was humongous. So we head back. This was another day that we just walked the soles of our shoes off. So we're on our way back to catch the bus, and we see this. This is the Zhenjiao flower market. It was huge. I only ducked in quick because we were on our way back, but does it smell in there, and everything from seeds and herbs and flowers and plants and trees and indoor plants and outdoor plants. And I read about it afterward, like it's very interactive. If you have questions about plants and flowers, if you want to just purchase fresh flowers, then huge bouquets people were walking out. Like that is right up my alley. Loved it. I had to duck in there and check it out quick. We're back on the road. We're back to catch our bus. 12 miles later, we're exhausted, and we jump on our bus, and it was just another moment to see the cruise ship at night walking back on board. Yeah, just a special day for us in Taipei. We hit it from the beginning to the end. Before we go, I purchased some more snacks in Taipei. Nothing that was in English, everything that just looked snacky. And we're gonna try it out and see which ones we like and which ones need to go in the trash. So, okay, this is Taipei snack day. Got $8 worth of Taipei snacks. None of them are in English, and we're gonna try them out and see what we think. Okay, so first up, looks like some kind of rice thing. Okay, that's not a good start. They don't smell great. They're definitely like a little rice cracker thing. Onion?
Put garlic.
Garlic?
Garlicky,
They're
salty.
actually good. Do you like it?
I wouldn't go that far.
Oh, they're awesome.
Nah.
I like it.
Nah, it's a thumbs down.
I like it.
Thumbs down.
Here we go. 1 thumbs up, 1 thumbs down. Next, we have this blue bag of little nuggets. Now, at first glance, that looks like some kind of raisin.
Roy doesn't do anything raising. So I'm gonna have to try it first. Crunchy. Sugar coated. Smells a little licoricey.
It's a sugar cube.
Yeah, it's literally
It's
like
just
a
a sugar
sugar
cube.
cube. And that's a big bag of sugar cubes.
Yeah, it's a sugar cube. All it is.
Okay, so we need the trash can, but those are going in the trash. Second bag, this one's pink, has similar little square.
Yeah.
Okay, that smells good.
It's another
It's a,
cube of sugar.
no, it's
Same
really
thing?
hard. It's like got a seed in it or something. It's like it's not, I don't know what that is, but it'll break my teeth. We're not even going there. All right, last one. So you're 3 for 4 right now. I'm 2 for 3. I keep the cracker one. Okay, these look like little donuts. Good. That's a good one. It's got like a little bit of sugar on the outside. It's like a little baked little ring. And we actually got one that we're going to have a second try at.
It's a baby donut.
All right.
Real baby donut.
Cheers to Taipei. We got a winner.
So not only was this day incredibly special, the irony of it is really kind of crazy, because 4 days after we left Taipei, a 7.4 earthquake hit in Taipei. Now, where we were for the 101 building, it wasn't, but still, we were in the 89th floor. I would not have wanted to be in a high-rise building during an earthquake. Wind ball or not, I wouldn't have wanted to be in a building. So Taipei, Taiwan, that's a wrap. What a day. Now we're going to completely switch gears because our next stop is Japan. We have 2 of 8 stops in Japan coming up, and both of them are super special. One of them has sushi that I cannot wait to try, and the other one is where my dad was stationed in the army before I was born. So there's a whole story to that, and I'm super excited to go to both of them. I'm super excited to share them with you and check them out. Be sure to subscribe to the YouTube video so you get notified of my next post on Japan, Ishigaki, and Okinawa. If you liked this video today on Taipei, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. Put any of your comments in the comments below. If you've used that Toto toilet, you are obligated to put your comments below. If you've been to Taipei, be sure to tell me your thoughts on it. And as always, thank you so much for joining me. I am having a blast sharing my journey around the world with you, and I can't wait to explore Japan with you. Until then, bye for now.